Hi there. Today is 11th of the 11th, 21. And many say it's a gateway through to our new experience of the world. This morning I was on Clubhouse talking to futurists in Institution about who moved our cheese, who moved the goalposts, who has created all the agony in the world. Is it you? Is it me? Is it politicians? Is it the past? What is it? And essentially, it's down to each one of us. I think that's my message for today. And my philosophy is about value creation and authentic power and our ability to bring magical conversations together. So a quick journey. The value creation sits on that illustration behind me. You are the only person who can create value in your life. It's not conditioned by other people, politicians, parents, teachers, bosses. That green arrow is all about you. And what is your authentic power? Who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know what impact you have? Do you know how people perceive you? How you perceive yourself? How often are your words misunderstood? The red arrow is the external. That's the world that we think controls us. But the blue arrow is all our relationships. Every single relationship, including the one with yourself first. So your authentic power comes from you. This is not about controlling other people. This is about controlling yourself, if you like. So as we plug this grid in, this authentic power grid, like we would with the electricity, we create that red part of the cycle, the value in the world. And our world is crashing about us. We need to find change. We need to find a way of sharing our maybe sometimes polar opposite views. How do we listen? How do we care? How do we create kindness? How do we create compassion? But also constructive, creative innovation so we can create a much better world. What do I mean by that? I don't know yet. I need to get into conversation with you, with a magical conversation. And a magical conversation without judgment. That means I'm not judging you, you're not judging me, but we are listening to each other. We are ensuring that we hear, and maybe we need to clarify on occasion, is that what I hear you say? Did you understand what I said? When I say the word trust, does it mean the same for you? When I use the word compassion or kindness, or I use the word expectation or opportunity, what does it mean to you? We very often bandy around the word collaboration, and it's fabulous. But do we actually see it all the same? We're all different as men and women of different cultures, different diversities, different upbringings, different preferences. We so often get tangled up in the big topic, which we do need to enter, but we forget who we are as human beings, to listen to differences, respect differences, value differences. So if I know who I am, I want to share it with you. And I hope that you listen, as I would want to listen to you. I want to hear your views and experiences, but I don't want your crazy judgment, your angry actions, or your damaging violence. I want clear mind flow. So not mindset, but mind flow. How do you take your experiences and bring them into the circle of magical conversations? The key here is that the topic is in the middle of the conversation. It's not held by any one person. When people are polar opposites, they're actually the same. I know you don't believe me, but when somebody is polar opposite and they're not going to move, yeah, their content is different, but their attitude and their stance is the same, and we get nowhere. So in our world today, 11/11/21, I invite you to think about who you are. Which gender do you identify with will always have an impact in the dynamics of your conversation and your relationships and your outcome. I'm Pauline Crawford. I'm very passionate about who you are. And I invite you to come and have a magical conversation with me and see how we can change this world together. Thank you for listening.